He landed hard. No mouse. He turned away from Bristle to huff out the dirt. Bristle stalked off. Pax followed, his head hanging, until she perked her ears toward another thing.
Hello everybody, my name is Katie. Welcome to my Cozy Corner, and it has been a month or more. It's been over a month since my last video. That is because I felt absolutely horrid pretty much all of December. The last video that I made, I was like, I'm feeling better. I'm gonna start making videos again and it'll be fine. Everything will be good. That was a lie. I woke up the next day with bronchitis. And I had it until like 2 days before Christmas, and then I just have not really felt good, and I still had a cough ever since. So we're starting up now because I'm finally feeling better and have a lot more energy to do this. So that's what we're going to do. I have a bunch of things that I'm going to try and start or get ready in this video. I'm mostly going to be painting. I'm going to be working on my journal, my bullet journal, as well as my other journal, which I'll get to later. I did make a January bullet journal video, and I did make a part 2 to my redrawing an old piece video, but I accidentally deleted both of them, so those didn't happen. I am going to be making another drawing an old piece video, but instead of it being something from middle school, I'm going to pick something from high school. And then I might even do a part 3 and do one that's from my first year or two in college and try and see what the difference is and if I've gotten any better or worse since then. Hopefully I've gotten better. I know I've gotten better since high school. I don't know about if I've gotten better since college though. But that'll probably be a while. Books-wise, this year I've already read 3. I've read The Puppet Carver and Friendly Face, which are the 9th and 10th books in the Freddy Fazbear, Fazbear Frights. Why couldn't I say that? Fazbear Frights series. I have one book left, which is Prankster, and I gave those last 2 ones 4 stars, which I've enjoyed those 2 more than the ones before it. I didn't really like The Cliffs that much. It was okay, but it wasn't my favorite. I didn't like the one with the yellow bunny with the clasps at all. I hated that book. I gave that one 2 stars. But they were pretty good. And Gumdrop Angel, I think I gave 3 stars. That one was okay. It had one really good story, but the other 2 were meh. They weren't bad, but they weren't amazing. Friendly Face was very creepy. Very, very creepy. And the Puppet Carver was also unsettling, so there's that. I don't really know. I have high hopes for the Prankster, but I'm hoping, I'm going to be very sad if it ends up not being as good as the last 2, because it's the final book in the series. I've heard rumors that there's going to be a 12th book that's extra stories that didn't make it into the other ones, but I don't know if that's true or not. And the 3rd book that I read was, which I've shown in this video already, but Pax. I just finished this. This is by Sarah Pennypacker, and this book is about a boy named Peter and his fox Pax. His dad joins the military right as a war is starting in their area, and they have to, or the dad convinces Peter that he has to set Pax free and go and live with his grandpa. Well, Peter immediately regrets this and pretty much also immediately goes off to find Pax. So it's a series of events watching him grow as a person out in the world trying to find his fox, and his fox learning how to be a fox. It gives me Catherine Applegate and Kate DiCamillo vibes, the way it's written and the type of story, I suppose. It's coming of age, as most books in this category are. I think this is 10 to 14 or something like that. But this is the 3rd book that I read this year, and it was also rather serious. All 3 of them were kind of serious, and even though I only have 1 book left in the Fazbear Frights series, I don't think I will be reading it next. This one also has a sequel, but I have no interest in reading the sequel. I really none at all. So I don't know what I'm going to be reading next. My goal for the year is 80 books, and you basically have to read a book every 5 days in order to stay on track. I have no real interest in necessarily constantly reading a book, and I do have like manga and graphic novels that I can read to fix that if I want to. But I do want to continue reading because I am going to be painting once I finish this, and I want something to listen to. So I want a fantasy. I want something light. The problem is that a lot of fantasy is either a series, which I don't want to start, or is going to be very serious, and a lot of middle grade fantasy is just fantasy that takes place in the real world, and I don't really want that either. So I have no idea what I'm going to be reading next. I'm going to look on my script because I do want an audiobook. And I was going to just try and stick to books that I own, but all of my middle grade books are kind of similar where they're kind of serious. I really don't want to do that. So we're going to be looking around. I'm hoping for something that's not super serious, but that's fun and light with fantasy elements. And we're going to look and see what I can find. I was hungry, so we're taking a slight break. I ended up picking 2 books. One is going to be for like commute and stuff, and the other one is going to be for when I'm actually working on things. The commute one is going to be Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, which is about a cafe that can go back in time and you can fix your problems, basically. And there's a couple of, but it is a series. I know I said I didn't want to start a series, but it is a series. It is also not lighthearted. So I basically ignored everything that I said that I wanted to read when I picked it. And I did almost the same thing with the other book, which is Descendants of the Crane by Joan He, which is about a queen that that takes over a kingdom that is having some struggles. I haven't gotten very far in it, so I can't say what it's about really. That also is not lighthearted, but it is a standalone and it's supposed to be fantasy. The one thing is that it is YA, and I don't like YA, so we will see how that goes. And I haven't read a YA book in a very long time, aside from like the Fazbear Frights books. So we'll see how that goes. But those are what I'm reading. I'm going to watch YouTube and eat. And then I'll probably get back to painting. Cool. Good morning. Why are you shaking? I'm going to go take a shower in about 5 minutes, so let's see how quickly I can get through this. The coffee I made this morning could be better. It could be better. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It is Sunday morning. This video is either going to go up tomorrow or Wednesday. It'll probably go up Wednesday because I don't think I feel like I'm too lazy to try and edit all of this tonight. So this thing is the thing that I was talking about yesterday. Let me put that down. Where I was like, I'll talk about that later. It's not important right now, but this is basically what it is. So it's this notebook, and I still have my bullet journal, and I'm going to be using my bullet journal kind of in tandem with this. And this is going to be like my self-care and health journal, which sounds really pretentious. So it's going to be writing down dish ideas with little grocery lists of things that I'll need to be able to make them. As well as I'm going to be working on exercises or exercising and things. So in my other bullet journal, I do have habit trackers that include walking, exercising, and self-care. And those habit trackers are going to stay there. This is more for idea writing, and working out things like that. Also going to write in some goals. So like for exercise, I don't know if like I could even make a food goal. I don't even know what that would be. But like for exercise, for walking, it would be like walking 4 miles. For exercise, it would be like exercise for 45 minutes, 2 days in a row, that kind of thing. And then self-care ideas are going to be things that I know make me feel better, and like making plans to do that. So, for instance, I know for a fact that doing skincare and relaxing with a video game make me feel better. So I can write that down in like the self-care section for like ideas to on my days off, or if I decide to set a specific day for a self-care day, that can be that. Or putting on a good movie with a snack. And painting, I also really enjoy that. That usually makes me feel better, so that can be another one. That kind of thing. Like I can write that kind of stuff. And then a schedule. I need to write down a schedule. So what I think I'm going to be doing for schedule is basically what I did last year, that I was pretty successful at until I woke up late once, and then I never woke up correctly again. So the idea this time though is that I've changed it a little bit so that I actually get some sleep. But I usually have work from at noon or 1 until 6 or 7. So the idea is go to bed at 10, because that gives me plenty of time to eat, shower, wash my face, do something relaxing, and then go to bed. Get up at 6 so I can wake up, get coffee, eat breakfast. If I need to take a shower like I do today, I can. And then do something else that I can like try to get something done. So for instance, I could paint, or I could read, or I could even just play a video game. Like just something that I can enjoy and wind down and like relax with a little bit before going to work, but also getting something done. So if I want to read, I can read, and I don't have to worry about not being able to read or only being able to listen to audiobooks. If I want to paint, then I find like it's a time for me to get to paint. If I need to clean, it's a time that I can clean. If I need to, if I'm really stressed out and I just really need to wind down, I can do one of my self-care ideas, that kind of thing. Hopefully it works out. For the last 2 days I've been doing it. I've been going to bed more at like 11 and waking up at 7, but that is what I'm going to be working on today. So all of that stuff I'm writing in this, and I can take notes, and I have plenty of room. She's hovering. I have food. It is Sunday night. I'm going to be in here for the rest of the night. My parents went to my grandparents because my granddad has to go to the doctor in the morning, and he's going to be gone all day, and my grandmother cannot be left by herself, nor can she go with him because they're too old. So they went to go and deal with them. So deal with, that sounds bad, but go and help them. So I'm here, and I have to stay in this room, because if I go in my room, the cat will follow me, and I don't need her to do that. And then my dogs will scream if they're left alone all night. So I will be in here for the rest of the night. What I'm planning on doing though is I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna finish eating. I'm having some stir-fried chicken with leeks and rice, and the sauce is oyster sauce, sriracha, mayo, garlic, salt and pepper. But anyway, I'm going to finish eating, go take a shower, do the dishes because they're piling up because we haven't had any hot water in the kitchen, so I need to take the dishes out of the dishwasher, put the dishes in the dishwasher, and then in the morning I need to take them out again, and all sorts of so on and so forth. And then I'm going to come back and do what I wanted to do, which is going to be my self-care night, because I think I'm going to stick to Sundays being the self-care night because I don't work on Sundays very often, so it should be fine.